Hey, welcome to part 2. Part 2 will pick up where we left off. So sit back and enjoy. And please leave your questions or comments below. And on to the third boss. So you're going to come across a couple of mob groups. This one's split up between the hallways, so you want to grab the ones on the left because there's only 2 on the left. So I judge the first one, she'll toss the second one, and then hammer. Hammer away until I get hit at least every one of them with my hammer. Then I start switching between to make sure I have aggro on them. Make sure I'm stacking my little dot on them. And grabbing all these guys comes with a side effect, which is stuns. And when I get stunned, you see the aggro sign disappeared from X-Pro. That means I lose aggro. They go fight other people. Fortunately, the cost of this was RDK again. First the Skullcracker, next me getting stunned. But that's not a lot of casualties. Not bad. Next guy is another evolved zealot. Interrupt Shadow Strike's pretty much easy at this point since we've seen enough. Here's another one. No big deal. And yay, we get another bridge. See a bridge in this place? That means you're going to see Raz. Where's Raz at? Well, let's get to the bridge. That should trigger him. There he is. Let him smash and kill the rest of these groups. There's another like 3 or 4 again. And of course, as with the other bridge, he killed for us, and now he's going to bail on us. He could have helped us out a little bit more, but no, he's just going to jump over all of them. What an asshole. He doesn't even kill any mobs over there. So, we're in the third boss room. There's the boss, surrounded by 2 mobs that patrol in a circle. And with the mobs come a bunch of Quicksilver. Only the Quicksilver near the mobs, which are activated by fire, as you see what's going on right now, will move with them. So, what I like to do is make sure they're away from the boss, grab one of the con flags, and pull them far away. The Quicksilver is sort of slow, so if you pull them long enough, they'll run and then run out of steam and become the solid Quicksilver again. So, comes the second one. You want to make sure he's not near the boss, and repeat the same process. Pull back, make sure there's no Quicksilver, helps out the healer a lot. This boss fight's, the only mechanic we have to worry about is this one. We gotta pull him through the lava. He has armor that reduces his damage taken by 99%, so we gotta drag him through this lava so it becomes superheated, and that will cause him to get debuffs on him that increase the damage taken by percentages. Also, this is the first boss in this place where you have to actually worry about facing because he does cleave. So, basically, point him away from group and pull through lava. With pulling through the lava, you're going to add stacks on him. The more stacks he has, the more damage he takes, but also the more damage he does to you. And another important note is the stacks can fall off, and you do not want that to happen. So you just sort of pull through, go far enough through so he's out the other side, because he does take a little bit to move, and he has a pretty big hitbox, so you got to move pretty far out. Get him out so he's not doing AoE, hurting the other people, and when you see about 6 or 7 seconds left on the debuff, I pull him through again. Also, if he drops the stacks, he will cause like lava to shoot up through the vents. You can sort of see behind him. That'll do damage to anybody standing on them. That'll also, for a heroic version, it'll spawn some ads that will, go into the group, hit them in the face, and give them more things to whine about because they're not used to getting hit in the face. But that's pretty much the fight. He's dead for us now. Yay! Next, this is the optional boss 4. But the trash in between is not optional. So that one, you gotta kind of go uphill, so you wanna, go up there and hopefully the healer will come up to you because there's a lot of LOS issues. These 2 Earth Ranger dudes, you wanna pull them because they pat back and forth. And try to get the party to stack. That'll help the healer heal. It's not too big of a deal if you have enough gear, so nothing big to worry about, but stacking helps out a lot. So, you see people dying and you get stuck on that part with those 2 guys, it's probably because it'll help out stacking. Also, not a lot of tanks wait for their healers. I like to always look back and make sure my healer is there, and be patient, wait for your healer, because without heals you're going to die, and you're going to end up looking like a moron. I learned that the hard way because I pulled without the healer and I just felt like a complete idiot. I'd be dead, and the whole group would run around the corner and be like, well, what the fuck happened? So here's boss 4. He's an optional boss. You don't have to fight her, because her name is Buda, I guess. 3 ads, 2 of them will engage when you engage the boss. Just mark them for CC. Hopefully you have a hunter or a mage. Pally's can repentance, I believe. I'm not quite sure. But fortunately for me, I have 2 mages, so I just assign 1 to sheep 1. Make sure you wait for them to CC. Some things pull early, and make sure you don't AoE to break it. Yeah, shield toss won't bounce to them, but hammer really doesn't care if it has CC or not. So I want to use my hammer, so I pull them away. Make sure they're far enough away from the crowd control mobs to where I don't break them with my hammer or my consecrate. So pop my wings to gain some extra threat, and just pop everything you can pop to build aggro on this guy. The big thing you have to worry about on this fight is one of the annoying things called an AoE fear. I hate AoE fears. They're the worst. Causes so much chaos. It's crazy, and with fear you can run through things, which is really annoying. So you get feared. It's about 5-second fear. Watch out for the fence in that area if you're going to take him that way. Turn around, get him back in the hallway, because there is pats outside the room. And you don't want to grab pats with a pause, because that never turns out too well. Unless you're like tier 15 geared, that's not even out yet, and you're amazing and it doesn't even matter. Then go crazy. But for now, in patch 4.2, let's keep them in here. Also important with fear, people forget to resheep and stuff, so they might be in places that you're not expecting. So watch out for crowd control mobs, because you don't want to be able to get hit hammer and break the CC and cause all this trouble because you want to use this stuff. So I put my Crusader strike back on my bars, so I'm not AoEing. I learned this tactic from fighting Czarr, I believe, in ICC. It's not really a super awesome talent, it's just a habit I picked up from that fight. So that's about it. I mean, don't, with those 2 things CC, it's a pretty easy fight. Just watch out for fear. Regroup afterwards. I like to use Divine Shield to break through the fear, but if you're going to use that, you want to click it off immediately, because it'll lose aggro. Hit other people and it'll end pretty bad. So that's optional boss 4, and we got a couple more pulls before the final boss of this place. You want to make sure you pull these guys first, because they're going to pat, and you're not going to kill the other groups. So be patient, wait. Don't get excited and have to pull right away because you're afraid everyone's waiting for you and they're impatient. Wait, pull smart, because it takes longer to wipe than it does to kill down mobs, or wait for them at least to pat back. Also wait in the pat. I mean, you pull too soon, you're going to pull more than one group, and that's not fun, because that's death right there. You just wasted a lot of people's times. So be patient. Wait until they separate from other mobs, pull them, and that's pretty much that fight. That's another one you gotta stack on. And this is essentially the last pull of this place. It's got 5 dudes in it. One of them is a caster, which... actually, I don't know if there are any casters. I think that dude just does lore, which is a channel. Oh, there's a caster. There's another one. I'm an idiot. Oh well. With these guys, I fought them before too. That's the one with the weird LOS health thing I was talking about. They drop this white stuff. It's supposed to be some cold stuff, but the white stuff, you can go anywhere with that. So make sure you get out of it. Usually when you get out of it, all the DPS has to get out of it, because they gotta fight what you're fighting, so that'll save the group and save the healer some mana. So this is our last appearance of our special friend Raz. He's gonna come clear some more mobs for us, but unfortunately that's as far as we go with him. So you can wave bye to him, because he's gonna die. Poor Raz. So this is the final boss. There's the boss, and he's surrounded by 3 shadows. What you want to do is you want to have someone kite the shadows. Fortunately, in this run, the DK knew what they were doing, so they ran in, and anybody who hits the shadows pretty much has threat on them. So all you gotta do is make sure you don't hit the shadows with anything. So use your judgment, don't use your shield toss. Get in close, try to use Crusader Strike, no AoE. Let them get out of there, and then you want to stay away from the ads, because they drop debuff on anybody near them that reduces healing on that target for a couple seconds. So you don't want to be near them, because everybody's going to have reduced heal taken on them, and you're just going to take more damage. it's not going to be fun. So that one guy basically focuses on kiting the 3 shadows the whole time, and once you get the boss down low enough to, not approximately, but exactly 69%, he's going to switch to one of the shadows. At this point, you want to look for the boss in the shadow group that was being kited, taunt the boss, and pull him, and all the kiter has to do is take damage on the new shadow, because anybody who does last damage on the shadow has full aggro on them. So you do what you were doing before, keep them away from the adds, make sure you don't AoE to pull the adds, because any damage, like I said, done to them will be pulled off of dude kiting them, and stay away from them from that health reduce healing debuff. With my luck in this dungeon, there's another fight where we're a DPS short, and once again it's the DK that is the DPS short, so it's going to take a little bit longer than usual, but this is the usual fight. It's not because we lost somebody or somebody got DC'd. So like at 69%, you want to keep an eye out for 34%, because at 34% he's going to do the same thing again. So you want to watch the percentage. Once it reaches 34, check the group of shadows for the new boss. Go over there, single target taunt. Don't AoE taunt, that's stupid. And judge, because that's single target as well, and then get in there and start fighting again. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the last fight. No more swapping, just kill. That's pretty much why the DK sort of kites them around and joins us in the end to do some damage. But it's pretty simple. I mean, you know, there's a couple mechanics to get down, but once you get them all down, I mean, it's not that hard. Especially if you're the tank. I mean, you just gotta pay attention to a lot of things, but that's your job now. I mean, you're the tank, you're invested, you're responsible for the group, so you know, pay attention and look out. So that is Blackrock Caverns, guys. And I got a cheat. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
Here we go again.
Well, that does it for this guy. I hope that helps you on your adventures. Keep an eye out for more of my ads. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I gotta do some dailies now. And until next time, be safe and keep your shield up. I feel like a wound, like I got a fucking gun against my head. You live when I'm dead. People equal shit. People equal shit.